People make mistakes in their writing. That happens, and it's the only disgrace with that is not correcting the mistakes. I still got apostrophes wrong at university and had to be corrected by a professor. So it's something that I don't get wrong now, but you should try to just know the difference between some of these common mistakes. Okay, let's consider apostrophes. The apostrophe is used to shorten words, so it's becomes it is. Most people get that right, there's not a problem with that. Here's where the problem lies, is in the rule of possession, the second rule of the apostrophe. The children's books, apostrophe S, we treat children as a singular noun there, so the apostrophe comes before the S because it's already a plural word. But the boys' coats, the apostrophe is showing the possession of the coats. Who owns the coats? Well, here the apostrophe shows us that there's more boys. So it's coats belonging to more than one boy. Okay, but this always foxes people. Look at its tail, and people will put an apostrophe on there for some reason. They think it needs it. But here the cat, where we're referring to the cat's tail here, but we don't need an apostrophe here to show possession, because we already have a possessive pronoun, its, which is just the same as his or her. So it's a possessive pronoun. It doesn't need an apostrophe. It is its own possession. Okay, I was very pleased a student came up to me the other day and asked me a question, and they didn't know the difference between affect and effect. Because they sound so similar. It's a common mistake, and that's no problem really. Affect is a verb. I am affected by your love for me. Affected is is a doing word. However, the effects of the Second World War is a noun. Okay, the effects of the Second World War were poverty, death, destruction, and famine. So it's a noun. So affect is a noun, affect is a verb. If you're not sure about the apostrophe, please go to the Apostrophe Protection Society. They're very helpful and will give you much clearer definitions of all of the problems with some quizzes. There, and there. These always come out wrong. There's an easy way to remember. In there is a here, which is a place. So there must be a place. Whereas there, it belongs to them. And there's an I in it, so it's about who possesses what. Okay, and there is a shortening of they are. Okay. Now this is a particular common mistake of Londoners. He should have is often written because that's the way we kind of sound words in London. But technically or accurately, what we are saying is he should have. Okay, or he would have. So you should write it like that. It's not he should have at all. That's mostly common in London because of our accents. Shoulda, woulda, coulda is should be, should have, would have, could have. Okay, but we let grammar pass in songs, don't we? It sometimes helps to correct your spelling mistakes if you know the reasons why you make them, and there are usually four reasons why we make spelling mistakes, and they can be embarrassing, but we just need to correct our spellings sometimes and make sure we get them right the next time. Sometimes just testing ourselves 3 times, we will get the word right. So common reasons, just tricky words that have double consonants. Knowing when to use a double consonant and knowing when not to use a double consonant is important. Okay, English has words. We have students often confuse the vowels. Is it an A or is it an E? Is it an E when it's actually an A? Okay, is it an O when some people will put an A? These are correct spellings, by the way. Similar sounding words, quite and quiet. And American English. Turn off the American spell check, please. Put the British one on. American English. You can usually tell the difference between them. Sometimes American English sounds more logical. This is the English spelling here. English has a kind of a similar spelling to French. The Americans moved away from that in some way in their spelling. And while maybe more logical, it's incorrect in Britain. Okay, here's a quick test for you. See which of the following words are spelt correctly and which ones are spelt incorrectly. The next cell gives the correct answers. So you might wish to pause now before. Okay, here's the answers. Hope you got them correct. Any that you didn't, maybe you could look up the correct spelling and maybe test yourself 3 times on it, and you probably won't get it wrong again. I put yacht in. I always spell yacht incorrectly, probably because it comes from the Dutch. That's the thing with English. We take words from all over the place, and so some words are just hard to spell.